Okay, here's a quick video of something we call completing the square. In the exam it always says write a quadratic in the form of that, p lots of x plus q all squared plus r. Sometimes instead it has a kind of fun little thing and it does this, which is the exact same but obviously with different letters. So it doesn't matter, these mean the exact same thing really. Now there's a few ways of doing this. The way I favour follows common sense, really very hard to go wrong. It seems like it's not quite as quick to start with, but when you practice it a few times, you get really rapid at it, and it doesn't require any remembering of anything at all, really. So that's what I'm going to do. So we have a look at this one here, and we have a look at this one here, and we say, okay, they're supposed to be equal. They're supposed to be worth the same thing. Not exactly sure how to turn that into that, but what I do know is how to turn that into that. I can expand out these brackets. That's pretty easy to do. So let's just work with this one. Why not? So I've got an A, I've got an x plus b, and that's squared, so it's there twice, and that's got a little plus c at the end. Expanding out these brackets here, I've got an A, I've got x squared plus bx plus bx plus b squared. So all I'm doing is starting by expanding out the brackets, simplifying what I've got here. So what have I got? I've got ax squared, let's see, 2bx's with an a there as well. So plus 2abx, a times b squared. And this is just great practice for expanding brackets as well. Right. That's my answer. That's equivalent to this. These are all equal to each other. I just need to figure out how this can be equal to this. So let me write it so it's easy to see. That was 3x squared minus 12x plus 2. Okay, matching time. Right, recommend starting with the x squaredy bits. Here, there are a x squaredy bits. Here, there are 3 x squaredy bits. I therefore deduce that the a has to be worth the number 3. That's the only way that and that can possibly match. Next, the xy bits. Negative 12x on this side, positive 2abx on this side. So basically what we're saying is the negative 12x has to be equal to, has to match the positive 2abx. Now you can cancel out the x's, that's kind of easy to do. Divide by 2 both sides, and I end up with negative 6 equals AB. Hang on a minute, A is worth 3. So if negative 6 equals AB, negative 6 is actually worth 3B. Divide by the 3, and I've got B must be worth negative 2. So I'm doing pretty well. I've figured out A, I've figured out B. All I need to do now is look at the numbery bit at the end. So I'm playing spot the difference. It's called comparing coefficients. That 2 that's just a number has to match all of this stuff here that hasn't got any x's in it. No x's there, no x's there. The circly bits have got 1 x in, they have to match. The underlining bits have got x squared in, they have to match. What we're saying is the 2 on the left has to match the ab squared plus c. Not too hard, we know a is worth 3, so that's a 3. We know the b is worth negative 2, don't forget the brackets here guys, plus c, we're going to figure out what c is. So, negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. 2 is therefore going to be 12 plus c, take away 12 both sides. Negative 10 is going to equal c. The question said, write that in the form of, let's say this, that's obviously the exact same. So what I'm going to do at the end is write down my answer. I'm going to write down that this bit, 3x squared minus 12x plus 2 is going to be worth this bit, but the a was 3, the b was negative 2, and the c was negative 10. So that's going to be 3 lots of x minus 2 squared plus minus 10. I've literally copied out that, putting in the numbers that I've figured out. And there we go. This is me writing that equation in that form there. If you want to check it, if you've got a bit of spare time, at the end of the paper, do it. Expand out this, expand out that. You'll find that everything matches and you get this answer like you're supposed to because we solved the equations to make sure that that would happen. So that is the safe, easy, straightforward way to complete the square when there's a confusing coefficient at the start that makes it harder to do it with the sneaky tricks that you learn in App 5. Enjoy.